Hi guys. So I am starting Beautiful Creatures tonight. I was going to physically read, but I think I may actually listen to a little bit of Beautiful Creatures. I absolutely love this series, like I said in the intro, and I'm excited to go back into it and vlog my reactions for y'all because I remember most of it, but not all of it. So this would be a fun video to film. So yeah, I'm gonna start that and I'll come back when I have thoughts. Hi guys, and welcome back to another check-in. So I have finished Beautiful Creatures, and I forgot how much I loved Alma and the sisters. Ethan and Lena this time seemed a little dramatic. It took me a little longer to listen to than I thought it would. I didn't realize the audiobook was 16 hours long, but I still loved it. It's still a 5-star read. It does take place in Gatlin, Georgia, I believe. It's the South. And you follow Ethan, who is a teenage boy who just lost his mother. His mother passed away in a car accident, and his father has become a recluse. He doesn't see him. His father supposedly works all night and sleeps all day. And Ethan has a Alma, who is their housekeeper slash nanny, sort of. She raised Ethan. She's like a grandmother to him, and Ethan, nothing changes in this little town. And our story picks up when a new girl comes to school, Lena. Lena Duquesne is the niece of Old Man Ravenwood. Old Man Ravenwood has not left his house in forever. He is a recluse. He is Boo Wrigley of Gatlin. And when Lena comes to school, it's obviously a big deal because they've not had a new student since like 3rd grade. And Ethan immediately is drawn to her and falls in love, and that's where your story picks up. This series was written in the early 2000s, so if you pick it up, be warned. But I absolutely love it. I love the sisters. I love Link. Like, it was like going home again for me. I absolutely enjoyed it. I have started Beautiful Darkness. I'm not very far into it. I think I listened to all of like 10 minutes earlier. But yeah, I just want to check in, tell you I finished Beautiful Creatures. I absolutely loved it, and I'm starting Beautiful Darkness. For this reread, I'm going to read all 4 of the main series. So Beautiful Creatures, Beautiful Darkness, Beautiful Chaos, and Beautiful Redemption. And then I'm also going to read a new novella that I've never read before, and I can't remember what it's called. I think the first one's Dangerous Creatures, but I can't think what the second one is. I absolutely love Dangerous Creatures. I actually brought it from the library, was gonna read it, and Libby reminded me that I'd already listened to it and read it, so I do. Excuse me, it's time for bed. I do have the novella too. So I have technically the first 3 books right now checked out, and the novella. I'm hoping to get the 4th one here in just a little bit. Since I turned in Beautiful Creatures, I can get the last one, Beautiful Redemption. I pulled my physical copies off the shelf because I want to film my intro here in a couple days. Hopefully I'll have them all done before I do the intro, but we'll see. And I realized I never annotated the last one, so I'm gonna do that. And after starting Beautiful Darkness and I was like flipping through it, I realized some of my Post-its fell out, so I need to like re-annotate it, kind of. So I'm gonna do that too, and I will bring y'all along with me when I do that. So yeah, I just wanted to give a quick check-in and let you know. Good morning, guys. So I did not check in, but I did finish Beautiful Darkness. It has hit nostalgia. Beautiful Creatures did not have the nostalgia feel I was looking for. I think my rating actually went down. I just did not love it as much as I did the first time around. Like, I was not gunning to pick up the second one. None of that. Beautiful Darkness is where it changed. In Beautiful Darkness, we get more of the southern feel. He's less, in my opinion, obsessed with obsessed with Lena because things happen and she's no longer, like, they're separated, and so you get a lot more of the Southern family vibes. I'm sorry, Salem just hit one of Ollie's toys. You get more of the sisters, you get more of Alma, and I got that more of that home feel, and so Beautiful Darkness had the nostalgia feel I was looking for. So I'm really, really happy about that. I have started Beautiful Chaos. That one, I literally have like an hour left at 3 times speed, so about 3 hours left if you're listening to it normally. I am in love. I have teared up already. I remember the main events of what happened, but honestly, I have teared up. And I remember. So here's my problem. I remember how everything I remember happening has happened. So I don't know if I read Beautiful Redemption or not. I'm hoping my script, or if I go back and log into my old Goodreads, it can tell me if I did or not, because I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. I remember reading Beautiful Chaos because it's gold, and I own those 3. But I know I didn't buy Beautiful Redemption until I found it at Half Price Books later on. But I can't remember if I read it, if I listened to it on my library's app or not. So far, I have not listened to the first 3, because when I have listened to a book, it literally brings it up at the end and it's like, hey, you've already read this, are you sure you want to do this again? Kind of thing. And Beautiful Redemption, I'm on hold for. So there's where we're at. Like I said, I have about an hour of Beautiful Chaos. I am home. It is actually February the 14th. It's about 8:21. And today's gonna be a day of self-care. So I will probably end up finishing that book as I'm like cleaning house and just making myself feel better. So yeah, it is storming off and on here. The wind has been really, really bad. It just started pouring out of nowhere just a minute ago. So yeah, it's just a rainy, sleepy kind of day, and I'm hoping to finish Beautiful Chaos. And I may start physically reading Beautiful Redemption. We will see. I may see where the library is, and if I'm gonna get it within the next week, then I won't. But if I'm not, then I probably will. Yeah, I just wanted to update this video because I realized I hadn't. This series is not like going home for me as much. I reread Twilight, and it was like going home. There was all the nostalgia feels. I absolutely loved rereading Twilight. And rereading Beautiful Creatures, this whole series, I thought it was going to do that, but it didn't. And there's a whole blog post that's coming, but I think it's because when I read this the first time, I had rose-colored glasses on about my life. And the things that did stick out to me, all the red flags, I just waved away and hid in this story. So a lot of times as I'm rereading this series, I'm having these memories that are now shifted the perspective I see them from, and it kind of makes me sad. It kind of makes me sad to remember what my life was then. It's before I had this channel, so you can't even go look and like see videos or anything. It makes me sad. I read this series right before I started my channel, right before I moved back to my hometown, and I'm struggling a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie, because when I think about the story, and I can vividly picture what I was doing the first time I read it. I can vividly picture the state of mind I was in, and it just isn't good. But yeah, so there's my check-in, my lengthy check-in. I am going to finish this. out. I'm glad I'm documenting this because I have been doing a few rereads. I reread Night Circus last year. I think it's the only one I reread. Reread Night Circus last year. Year before that, maybe I haven't done as many rereads, I think. I know I reread Night Circus because I had already done that. I reread Twilight, just straight Twilight. And I reread, actually, no, last year I reread A Court of Silver Flames. Neither of those three rereads, so Twilight, Night Circus, or Court of Silver Flames, gave me this feeling of not really dread, but reflection and sadness for where my life was, and like almost like a mourning of that me. I've grown so much in the last year. I really have. And even talking to a camera is showing how much I've grown. And so, like, to reread this and see the growth and, like, have the memories in my own head as I'm listening to it of said growth, it's really eye-opening. Not to mention what's going on in my personal life, the life I don't share with y'all. I usually share everything. There's a part of it I don't share. What's going on there, it's making it worse. So, again, if Beautiful Redemption is going to be ready in like a week to two, I'll wait on it. If not, then I may pick it up and just physically read. But for right now, I may just hold off. Like I said, it's the 14th of February. I finally scheduled out all these videos. I don't have this one going out till later in the month of March. So if I don't get my hands on it, it should be fine. I have another TBR I want to start too. But, well, I should say I have another one I'm currently working on. But we will see. I just thought I would chime in. Hi guys. Okay, let's get this video closed out because it's going up today, the day I'm filming this. So, as you have seen, I read Beautiful Creatures, Beautiful Darkness, Beautiful Chaos, and Beautiful Redemption. I finished, I think I come to y'all when I finished Beautiful Redemption. I did not see my emotional self, like my emotions come out in this one as I thought they would. I did cry at the end. If you've read the series, you know somebody, like a big player in the series, dies, and I cried. She's one of my favorites, and it was hard to know that's how they left this series. I have read one of the novellas, and it was okay. I think they left it off in a beautiful place, and it didn't need anything more. I'm glad they didn't try to write another book and like squeeze more out of it because it really didn't need it. I talked about this earlier. It really left me with a lot of feelings and a lot of processing to do and a reflection, because I read this series at a pivotal point in my life now that I look back. And so this series brought a lot of that back for me. But I absolutely loved getting this reread done. I would say that Beautiful Darkness is my favorite, and then Chaos, Redemption, and then Creatures. Beautiful Creatures, honestly, when I finished it, I almost didn't continue because I did not have that feeling of nostalgia. I was not in love. And I told myself, okay, give it one more book. If you feel this way when you finish Beautiful Darkness, put it down. Scratch the video, go back to the drawing board. But when I finished Beautiful Darkness, that nostalgia had fully hit me, and I was in full reflective mode and looking back at the time in my life when I read these the first time, and it like gobsmacked me over the head. So I'm happy I finished it. I'm happy I continued. Yeah, I just wanted to do a small outro for this video real quick this morning to give it a good closing place. I hope y'all are enjoying these videos. I've missed one so far, which is my February wrap up. So one of these days you're going to get two in one day to make up for that one missed. I had a staycation with my better half and just didn't get it filmed. So, yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. I can't remember what tomorrow's video is, but I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.